Minister, you say that we always, one way to be successful is we always feel a little bit insecure with our own success in Singapore, and you always want to keep staying ahead of the curve and think a few steps ahead. Perhaps if you could share with young partners around the world as to how we have been so successful in actually attracting some of the global MNCs to locate their Asian headquarters here, and in certain cases to actually locate their global operations here. For example, Barclays does have some part of their global operations been located in Singapore, and you've got Asian headquarters for Standard Chartered, Hong Kong Bank. I said in our small group discussion that we do have, for a country that has got no oil, we do have major refineries been done in Singapore, with Shell and Exxon having significant facilities. So how has Singapore been successful to convince global multinational companies to actually relocate here when we're such a small country with limited resources, limited talent pool as well?
Well, one of our early finance ministers made this very, I think, insightful remark. He said that capital and talent are often badly treated and abused in their own countries. So if we can provide a place where they feel more welcome, then we might be in business and maybe we can make a living for ourselves. So we try and make capital and talent feel welcome here in Singapore. So we try and keep a taxation regime, for example, that is light for companies. We try and keep a regulatory regime that is as simple as possible for companies, and also as clear and as transparent as possible. So that's one level of things that we do. We also try and have to do the things which are important to companies. If you want to be able to communicate globally, then you can do so from Singapore. It's very interesting. If you were to map the old trade routes, maritime trade routes, they would follow the sea lanes and pass through the Straits of Malacca and so on from Asia to Europe and then across the Pacific. But if you were to do a map of where the fiber optic cables travel in the world today, you'll find that they pretty much follow the same routes. And so from a communication point of view, we're also a key communication hub, because many of the fiber optic cables that connect the world actually run through here or pass through here. And so the connectivity and the redundancy of the connectivity is very, very good. Speeds, connectivity are very good. Air transportation, again, I think that you can reach many, many destinations, key destinations in the world within about 7 hours from Singapore. The Gulf, Shanghai, Tokyo, Sydney, and of course, everything within that, including Mumbai and the whole of Southeast Asia. And this is all within easy flying distance. So it's possible. I wouldn't recommend that you do it every day, but it's possible to take a red eye to Beijing, have a full day of meetings, have dinner, and take the red eye back, ready for another full day of work tomorrow morning in Singapore. So I don't recommend that you do it all the time, and I don't recommend that that you recommend that to your bosses either, or your subordinates. But it's possible. It can be done, and I've done it before too. So these are some of the things that we try and do to make capital and talent feel more welcome and less abused in Singapore compared to other locales.